Hello, Tom Votava here. And this is Flying Dragon, the Secret Scroll for NES. It's kind of a long and repetitive kung fu fighting game. So much so that I'm going to spare you some of the pain of the 2.5 hour run that I did, and this entire presentation will be around a half hour long. There's two main parts to this game. The first is this side-scrolling fighter that you see here, where you have to fight boss characters in order to build up your strength to jump higher and throw these cosmic saucers with your punches, and eventually beat the level by getting 5 scrolls and going through the doorway right there. The door can be found anytime you want to go through it, because the level repeats itself. Once you pass the door, you see everything again. Okay, that's all 5 of the scrolls. Now we're just killing time and racking up some extra points. We skip ahead to when I actually go through the exit. I could have pushed that a little further, but I wasn't in the mood at that moment. Alright, so after the first side-scrolling level, you get some instruction. I thought this was kind of cool, so I threw it in. Your character has the remarkable ability to psychically tell where your opponent is going to be vulnerable and where your opponent's about to strike himself. A little bullseye appears on the body part of whoever is about to be attacked or can be attacked. And all you have to do is defend the dot, or attack the dot. Here we see some basic fighting. All I do is defend the dot. And when fighting back, you'll notice I was getting 5,000 points per hit. That requires that you hit both buttons at once to do a roundhouse kick. If you hit the A or the B button separately, that will not happen. Okay, so once you're finished with your training, you get another side-scrolling level, and we're going to go into this rotation now between the side-scrolling level leading into a one-on-one combat scene. Now the important thing is, you see a little icon between the buildings? It's just about to scroll off the screen. Okay, it's gone. We've seen 2 of them so far. Back up the tape if you want to see them for sure. You need to reveal 3 of those icons to get some major points. Right now my score is about 500,000. As soon as I reveal 3 icons and step on the right spot, I will get a 1,000,000 point bonus. And there's the spot right there. Oh, correction. There's 3 icons available, you only need 2 of them. And then after that, there's a special spot for the bonus. Okay, so we now have 1,000,000 points, and if it was possible, you could probably play the game forever and get all those millions and max out the score, but that's not how the leeching rules work at Twin Galaxies. As such, we're going to keep on playing. So, apparently after a short walk we reached a tournament, boxing ring and all, and a large crowd, the works. Show you a little bit of each style of fighter. You saw Mr. Mustache Karate Guy. Then we have this other guy that fights just like you. Notice that special technique he just did where he flew through the air. That's the Hairu no Ken technique, which is supposedly the ultimate fighting stance that you learn by reading the secret scrolls of your clan. The enemy stole the scrolls, so they all know how to use the technique. And ironically, I'm trying to avoid using that technique in my fighting to get the most possible points. 5,000 points per hit, whether I use the technique or not, and the technique does more damage. Okay, at the end of every tournament, there's always one enemy that is part of the Tusk Soldier army. Aptly named because look at the guy's gigantic tusks that he's got sticking out of his head. These are always the strongest enemies. You do not want to get hit by them too many times, obviously. Nor do you want to get hit by those bowling balls that he just threw at you, either. The other key to avoiding that special technique is just don't attack his head. I forgot to mention that. I always, if the bullseye appears on his head, I'll go low or I'll go midsection. Just don't attack his head. That's the only sure way to avoid that. Okay, we defeated one of the Tusk Soldiers and got an extra scroll. Supposedly you need to collect all of them to win. Okay, there's an icon. When you hear that bell go off, that's an icon. And there's number 2. So now all we have to do is find the bonus. It could be just about anywhere. You just have to make sure that your body touches every possible part of the screen when you're searching for these things. And there's the spot. Suddenly we have 3 million points. As you get deeper in the game, the cosmic saucers get more powerful once you're able to use them. I don't know what the heck that's supposed to be. These bosses, it's weird. You get all these magical powers to kill all these monsters, and then you go into these fight scenes afterwards, and you have to hit slowly against all these fighters if they're just that much more powerful than a monster. But it's a game. I'll shut up. These wrestler-style fighters are really easy. They don't have any defense whatsoever. You can practically hit them wherever you want. These boxers, on the other hand, are a little annoying because they keep on blocking most of your attacks. Notice those little bottles floating around in the sky that I keep collecting? Those are recovery water bottles. You can use one at any given moment using the select button. Okay, we're at the end of the tournament. Notice that star on his head? We're looking for that for a specific reason against this guy. This is the second Tusk Soldier. However, in order to transform him, you have to hit him in a special way. Only the first Tusk Soldier will transform just because you knocked out all of his stamina. This guy, he transformed because you hit him when the star appeared on his body, which is a one-hit kill weakness. It doesn't appear very often. In fact, this is one of the only places in the game that it does. Anyway, you hit him with that, and that's a special trick to revealing his true identity. And so you're able to get the scroll from him by defeating him. Not a whole lot different than the first one. He has a few faster moves, and the bowling balls are more frequent. That's about it.